Robinson, who had beaten LaMotta in 4 out of 5 fights, was offered a similar deal, but refused. It wasn't a question of morality. He just didn't like the idea of anyone controlling his freedom to cut his own deals. So Robinson had to take a roundabout route to the middleweight class. In 1950, he accepted an invitation to fight in Europe. The money was good, and if he kept on winning, he would become the challenger it was impossible to ignore. In the American ring, Robinson had on occasion carried fighters, allowing them to go the distance rather than knocking them out. It was the kind of accommodation with well-connected gamblers that every fighter had to make. But in Europe, Robinson carried no one, and national champions hit the canvas in record time. In just 29 days, he won 5 fights, 4 of them by knockout. He earned $50,000 and spent most of it keeping his entourage in the style to which they had become accustomed. He also made himself an irresistible contender for the middleweight title, and there was nothing that Jim Norris could do about it. The only person who could stop him now was Jake LaMotta, the Bronx Bull. Having paid the price to win the champion's belt, he was in no mood to give it up.
You lost to get down to the limit of 160, 9 pounds the night before the fight.
Well, it wasn't 9 pounds, it was 6 pounds.
LaMotta's face is red from the punching so far, although
here you are fighting a great fighter, even then he was a great fighter, who had beaten you 4 times out of 5, and you're telling us that the day before the fight you were 6.5 pounds overweight?
The second round of Blue Ribbon event here in Chicago.
Well, I always had trouble making 160 pounds.
LaMotta started in the amateurs as 189 pounds. He then fought his first year as a pro as a light heavyweight, 175. Then came down to middleweight by starving himself, so that he'd be training on water just to keep 160.
Well, that ends round number 3.
What was your battle plan going into this fight, Ray?
My battle plan was to be able to stick and move. As
I knew your battle plan.
You sure did.
I knew your battle plan. I knew every move you made. And you knew every move I made.
1 minute to go, round number 4. And now that's the best blow. 2 minutes to go of round number 5.
One thing that surprised me, no one expected it, I out-jabbed him for 10 rounds. I didn't have the strength to fight him, so I jabbed him.
Yes, he did. He out-jabbed. I drank soup for quite a while that night.
Half a minute to go of the 5th round. 1/2 a minute to go. Combination of punches. Two minutes to go of the 8th round. Still the same story. LaMotta, the aggressor.
What's it like to be on receiving end of the famous Sugar Ray Robinson's combination?
You move that fraction of a second when most people think you're really getting the full power of the punch. You're really not.
Jake is going to always be coming. It's only a matter of trying to discover one of his leads that I can counter. And I'd love to get in as many combinations as I can, because I don't know when I'm going to get a chance to hit him again.
There's the bell ending round number 9.
We wanted him to expend himself much as he could, because we had felt that he had trouble making the weight. Soldier Jones, my trainer, had told me to try to make him expend himself. And the best way to do that is when you're on the ropes like this. And I was trying to cover up at that spot as much as I could. Of course, you can't get away from them all. Some of them were landing, and I was trying to cover up as much as I could, but Jake really expended himself, I think.
Robinson was hurting LaMotta. He's hurting him now. He has LaMotta on Queer Street, holding on. There's the bell, ending round number 11. Boy, these are all of Ray Robinson's Sunday punches. 2 minutes to go of the 12th round.
I guess God gifted me with a hard head, because I really couldn't feel punches. I conditioned myself many years ago that nobody could hurt me, mentally, yeah. I did it unconsciously, instinctively, I did it, and I believed it.
Now, cautiously, cut, as far as punching is concerned, around his right eye. 1 minute to go, 12th round. Robinson is merciless, keeps looking at the clock. No man can endure this pummeling. There's the bell ending, thanks to Cora. Round number 13, a hard luck number. How he can survive them, nobody knows. Head shake at the ringside. The fight is going to be stopped on the signal.
And there's one point in that Raging Bull that he claims never happened. He never went across the ring and said anything to Ray Robinson after that fight because he had to sit on a stool for 20 minutes.
As they left the ring, he looked over and everything in Jake's face said
Sneer.
that.
Yeah.
He was sneering as if to say, "You still didn't knock me down."
The referee stopped the massacre in round 13. Robinson, the irresistible challenger, was middleweight champion of the world, and he'd done it on his own terms, free from the control of Jim Norris and the mob. In his trademark pink Cadillac, the champ tours the little piece of Harlem that is now his own personal kingdom.